Hello guys, we're going to start here in just a minute. Just going to share the link here. Alright. Okay. Let's see here. So some notes with this event here. PCCW here. Opening match. The third match in their rivalry, Sandman and Raven will be fighting for the PCCW Hardcore Championship in a cage. Wrong thing there. Alright, everything's set. Let's see what the ref bonus is here. See, it is 3 credits per ref knockdown, so we're gonna have to keep an eye out for that. Alright, and let's get this underway here.
Fight!
Ooh, big maneuver. After this match, we're gonna have Jade Cargo going against Becky Lynch, then Liv Morgan against Rhea Ripley. Then in a rivalry match for the PCCW Women's Championship, Trish Stratus will go against Mercedes Moné. In a semi-main event, Edge and Christian with Sonny at ringside will go against the Impact players with Don Maria at ringside for the PCCW tag titles. And in the main event, Sabu will defend the PCCW Championship against HBK.
Give up?
Ooh. Spinning back suplex. Double axe handle.
5 minutes gone.
Irish whip. Another Irish whip. Ah, low blow.
Give up. Give up. Give up. Give up.
DDT.
1. Oh.
Ooh, back elbow in the corner. Right into a sleeper. ECW, ECW. That's right, Gray Man. Cobra clutch.
Give up. Give up. Give up.
10 minutes gone.
Oh, Lariat.
Give up. Give up. Give up. Give up. You dumbass.
Punch trading between the competitors here. Super kick. Sidewalk slam. Oh, running power slam. Oh, pile driver from the Sandman. Bulldog.
You punk.
Oh, discus lariat. Sandman might be in trouble here.
Whoa, 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 relax.
Got a piece of wood. Ah, he gets him with a drop kick. Fist drop. Right in the back of the head. Goes for a cover.
Break.
Another running power slam.
1, 2.
Ooh. Right in the face with the chair. Going up top. Elbow drop.
20 minutes gone.
Whoa, 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 relax.
Nah. Sandman has to pull something out of the hat quick here.
You punk.
Oh, hits him with the low blow. Yeah, no one's busted open yet. Ugh, hits him with a pile driver. Punch trading. He has the top one, the TWN Championship. Raven has the TWN Hardcore Championship. Right now, this match is for, of course, the PCCW Hardcore title that Sandman has. Ooh.
Whoa, 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 relax.
Ooh. Let me let's see. Yeah, I saw that with your thing. You put it as the PCCW Hardcore title for this match. But yeah, he is the top one right now. He'll be defending it tomorrow at All Stars. Heck, Bros. Oh, the White Russian leg sweep. Ooh, almost had him. Oh, we're getting close to that time limit, though.
One more minute.
One of them has to pull out a move here. Oh, Cobra Clutch. Oh, and he couldn't hold on. Raven gets the win. He is the new PCCW Hardcore Champion. Full 100. Not do a time. Yeah. Certainly helps for sure. Next match, we have, let's see what we have here in the notes here. Little woman's action here, and it was stated, Rhea Ripley stated earlier that she is going to beat the god out of Liv Morgan, turn her back into Barbie. Yeah, 1-1-1. I mean, you still got time to get it to 5 if you choose to, but you could leave it as that. I gotta get rid of some of these rings here. The way to get a rivalry to qualify for arch rivalry, the two guys will either have to have 2 rivalry sections over 80 or 1 over 90. As it stands, it might be over 90. I'm not sure at the moment. I didn't see any ref knockdowns in that match. Okay, well, you could do 2 matches, and you could probably be fine, but it's up to you. I mean, you could always. No, you're correct. It's. Let me double check the stats. Yeah, it's 300s. So yeah, it would. If you stopped it right there, it would be an art. It'd be fine. The only thing is you wouldn't be able to really have them fight outside of like tag teams and battle royals, really. Until the season concludes. Best rivalry. There's some tag rivalries I will say it is a lot easier for matches to get higher numbers when they're multi-man, even if tag. It's a lot harder to get singles matches, especially in normal settings, high value. It takes a bit. Okay. Did I switch the woman over here? I think I did. Let me see. I did not. I'm gonna do that right now. But with the stattening, the stats, when we do the stats at the end of the season for rivalries. If you keep it as is, it probably would get the best one of the season. I mean, because if a singles match because usually when it comes to match evaluation, the singles if two rivalries are the same, there's really two ways of tie breaking. The one with the more matches would, and slash or two, one's single, one's tag. Single will always go above tag because it's hard. Like I said, it's hard in this game to get high singles evaluations opposed to like multi-man or tags and such. Alright, now we got Cargo and Lynch here. With this one, Lynch, before this match, Lynch said Cargo got lucky and can't beat her. Man, no, you woman, no. Okay. That's funny. Alright. See how it goes.
A storm is coming.
You know, I've been hearing rumors that Khan, AEW's Khan, wants to move AEW in a more New Japan pro wrestling style direction and focus a lot less on story stuff. Yeah, exactly. It'd be a great debut. And what was it? And it was asked, and I think a worker asked him or something like why he would want to do that. And he said because he just prefers the style. It's just like, you see, here's the problem. Like, AEW has always put on great matches. No one's argued that. I mean, it's very easy to argue that AEW puts on better wrestling matches than WWE. However, what WWE, yeah, they keep track of records and stuff, and I'm fine with them treating it more sport-like. I'm okay with that. It's just, I think that's another reason why they put so many belts in, even though the amount of belts they have in, I think, here's the thing. On paper, the belts they have at the moment, I think is a fine amount. The problem is they don't divide the rosters up into belt divisions. Because if you divide the rosters up into belt divisions, everything would probably look pretty reasonable. But because they leave it just whatever, it really makes it tough. Like, for example, the Ring of Honor title should stay in Ring of Honor. You should rarely see them on AEW TV. Just like, you really shouldn't see them on AEW TV. That's one thing. But yeah, I just think that they need to start, like, having belts have their place. And they really should have show divisions. They really should. Because that's the thing, if you're going to go the sporty direction of things, sports stuff requires a lot of organization. Like, everything has its place. You can't be sport-like and be chaotic. Yes, exactly. Like the TBS title's on Rampage because it's tied to TBS, and the TNT title's tied to, well, it's tied to Dynamite, although it's to Dynamite, and it could appear on Collision because it's on the same channel, but yeah. I mean, here's the way I see it. And I've said this lots of times. I legit think they should make Rampage an all-woman show. Because their exclusive belt on that show is a woman's title. They've established as much. I mean, that's the way I feel about it. But here's the thing also is that the argument of story versus match quality, you can't really make that argument when WWE is rocking stories and they're also starting to rock great matches too. I mean, when you have that 1-2 combo, you can't really say, "Oh, we don't need to tell WWE style stories." Well, I mean, then what are you gonna do then? You're just gonna have random matches? I mean, yeah, they're great and everything, and yeah, and that's the other reason why I think he has so many titles all the time, is because I feel like that's one of the few story elements he knows how to tell is a new belt, challenge for the belt, open challenge, tournaments. Like, that's all he knows what to do for story stuff, or all he wants to do with story stuff. Because here's the thing, I feel like it's more challenging to create a compelling rivalry that doesn't revolve around the belt, because it's very easy to make a rivalry when it's around something like a belt, because it's an obvious thing. Yeah, it is. It was very nasty. I think one move she went for a pin for was called Jaded, her finishing move. Oh yeah, the pump handle face buster, yeah.
Give up. Give up. Give up.
But no, they needed to divide stuff up, and this new tournament they do for the new Continental title, I mean, it's obvious that he's using it as an excuse to form a Triple Crown title, because I forgot his name. I can't believe I forgot his name. But the guy who has the Ring of Honor title and New Japan, or is it in the New Japan open weight title? It obviously was created just to do a Triple Crown thing. That's my other thing with them, is that it feels like, especially lately, he's super obsessed with taking everything from Japanese wrestling lore and trying to make it happen in AEW, like the 4 Pillars match they did a while back and all that crap. And
1, 2.
It's just, to me, it just comes across like he's trying to replicate something that isn't. Here's the thing: the Japanese wrestling lore is really great lore. A lot of cool shit happened there, but it's not shit that everyone's gonna know about. That's the thing. Yeah, and and here's the thing: I actually love the European Championship, and the reason why I love the European Championship is that I always felt like it was the perfect, quirky, out-of-pocket title for the WWF Attitude Era lore mid-card. It just fit. And I understand why they got rid of it. It's a very highly specific belt, but that's what kind of made it fun, though, was because it was highly specific. And I don't know, I kind of miss the Attitude Era belt usage.
Give up. Give up. Give
well,
up.
that's the thing. I think the trick with mid-card titles.
Give up.
Yeah, exactly. European. You can do lots of stuff with it. You can get creative with it, but I think the key to making any belt relevant is really how the champion carries it. Look when D'Lo Brown got the belt, and look at the high-quality matches D'Lo and X-Pac had for the belt. That's the difference there. in order to make a belt important, you have to have people give a shit about it. Like, if you have your champion and a rival fight over something, that something's gonna feel valuable, especially at European Championship, especially if those matches are like 4 to 5 star matches consistently. I mean, yes, he did. He had a lot of fun with it. That's the thing. Manhandle slam cover.
1, 2, 3.
Oh, look at Becky getting the win. I will also say, like, not like 80 to 90% of the women are technically juniors. There are a few women that are in it that aren't, that are legit heavyweights. Oops. Well, solid match there. Those two work well together. Yeah, exactly. And that's the thing, like, the Attitude Era, despite all the belts they had, they made them all work. The WCW kind of did for a while. The lower mid-card belts they did. The main event belts kind of laxed a lot. Yeah. Really solid there. Next we got Liv and Rhea Ripley here. Forgot what was said with these two. Yeah, she can beat the goth out of Liv, yeah. I said it earlier, I think. Yeah, that's the problem. That's the biggest thing there. And to be honest, with the amount of guys they had and the fact they were rocking 2 shows, they really should have done, in hindsight, maybe doing like a little roster division, a little belt division would have made a difference, especially, because here's the thing, you gotta think about it, at some point, goth one, let's see if I have her in. There's all black, red and black, purple and black, so yeah, so which one? Like the number 4 here, the purple one, red or black? All right, I'll go with black here. Yeah, I'll try to remember to switch it after the stream on default. All right, let's see how it goes. But yeah, because let's do a little count here. At the most belts that WCW had, they had Cruiserweight, TV, Hardcore, US, WCW Tag, and the World Title. That's like 6. 7 if you count the WCW Tag titles as 2. Goes to the red variant. Okay. For Attitude Era, let's see. For Attitude Era, they had... Yeah, I think they added it in 99. I think that's when they added it, was in 99. Yeah, Vince joined very late 99. 2000 was definitely the year of Russo. Let's see. Let's see. Attitude Era, there was, yes, World, IC, Tags, Euro, Hardcore. Yeah, I don't think there was any other... Oh, the Light Heavyweight title. They had the Light Heavyweight title, too. So they had 6 as well. No, there was some moments. I think early on when Brian Christopher and Taka had that little rivalry for the title early on, I think that's when it was at its most valuable, because those two had great heel-face chemistry, and they had some great matches early on together. It's kind of weird in hindsight after all that, where him and Scotty 2 Hottie became faces with Rikishi, because Christopher was a fantastic heel.
Give up?
Let me think. But yeah, so they each had about 6, in all honesty. Oh, wow, that was such a good burn, yeah. But yeah, light heavyweight, Europe, IC tags. Wait, light heavyweight, hardcore, Europe, tags, IC, and world. Yeah, they're both 6. I mean, there's not.
Give up.
Both had 6. Yeah, they divided it up better, in all honesty. WCW did.
1, 2.
Attitude Era, yeah, they definitely did not emphasize light heavyweight action at all, which is kind of a shame because I think they could have if they wanted to, especially later down the line. But I mean, Ruthless Aggression Era, they made great work in the cruiserweight division, but yeah. And let's see AEW. Let's do the AEW belt count. I may have to text this down because I feel like I'm gonna lose track. So there's we'll start with the woman. There's AEW Women's, and then the TBS. There's that, and then. Yeah, exactly. Like, I think a good division, I think for a good division, you need, like, 68 guys for about a spell before moving some guys around for fresh faces. See, AEW, Woman TBS, then for the guys, you have the... Oh, Rhea gets the win early on. You have the AEW title first. 61. Oh, wow, jeez. That's gonna eat up the popularity point count a little bit there. Next, we got Trish and Monet in their 3rd rivalry match for the Women's Championship. There's not a lot that go below 60. Sometimes it happens, but not often. Okay, let's see how it goes. The AEW title, AEW tags, AEW trios, what was it? The international title. Oh no. Oh yeah. Oof. Yeah, that would be a rough run. It's the AEW trios, the international title. What was the other one? International TNT. Yes, they are tied. The TNT title. The FTW title from Taz, that's still in use. I'm not counting the Ring of Honor titles at the moment. So I think that's it. So that's like... I texted out. Oh, I almost forgot. The Attitude Era, they had the Women's Championship. So they had one more belt than WCW did. WCW had a women's title for like 3 seconds. And they didn't really make any use about it. I think it was during that era, but they didn't make use of it. Yeah, so they had one more. So Attitude Era, they had 7 titles. WCW had 6. So And if you, I mean, if you count the WCW Women's title within the era for a spell, then it's tied, I guess. But yeah, that's how it went down. No, it would have been like, it would. I think it would barely be in that era. I think it would be more like 96, 97. It might have just been in the 95. I'm not sure, but it was around for a brief spell. No, not technically, but I know some people may want to throw it in there though, which I get. But yeah, but yeah, so for AEW titles, let me double check on online. Make sure I got them all. I think I do.
One.
Alright, got that. Tag team.
Give up.
Trios, women's.
5
Yeah,
minutes
I got
gone.
them all. So in total, for AEW, they have 1, 2, 3, 4,
Break.
5, 6, 7.
Give up. Give up.
They actually got 8. They got 8 titles. 11 if you count
Give
the
up.
tag titles as
Give up.
separate belts, which was the tag and the trio. So they really only got one more title than during the Attitude Era, technically,
1,
if you really
2.
think about it.
Break.
And if you count the tag belts as separate, if you count the tag belts as separate belts, it's only 2 ahead of the Attitude Era. So yeah, they're not
2,
Ring of Honor titles. If we count the Ring of Honor titles, let me look that up. Well, yeah,
Give up.
because,
Give up.
well, yes. If for WCW, if you count the tag titles, then it's 7. For for Attitude Era, it's 8, and for WCW, it's for AEW, it's 11. Cargo interfering, helping Trish. Yes, for Ring of Honor, 1,
1, 2, 3. 10 minutes gone.
they have 6 titles for Ring of Honor, and if you count the tag ones, it's 9, because they have a 6-man too. So Ring of Honor has 9 titles as well. So if you combine Ring of Honor with AEW, counting tags as separate belts physically, then it's 20. But if you just count the belts like as group separatists, it is 14. So it is a lot, but if you divide everything up where it's supposed to be, it's not a lot. It's not a lot. It's just they're booking for them, make it feel like a lot, because all they talk about and all they do is belt shit. They don't divide it up with other things. Yeah, I'll count it as 1. Monet gets the win with the 77. And retains it. Okay, so if we count it as 1, it's 6 for Ring of Honor, and for AEW it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's 8. So it's 14. But let's look at current WWE, for example. They have let me let me set the next match up first. Semi-main event with the tags on the line here. Oh yeah, we can't have Sunny at ringside because they won the titles without her, so... Well, right now, the tag titles is treated as one, so we'll count them as one for now. But I've heard rumors they plan on having them divided up into WWE tag titles and World Tag titles at some point. But they haven't put it in yet, but they should. They should have done it a long time ago, but what do I know? So we'll treat them as one for that sake. But there's also... So for... Nice. That's solid. Unfortunately, since it's not 90, you'll have to do a whole nother ass rivalry with them above 80 in order for them to get arch rival status. But like I said, next season things are gonna function differently. So we'll have to see how things go with that. But yeah, Impact players. Yeah, Sunny can't be at ringside because Edge and Christian won the titles without Sunny, so they're kind of stuck like that. Alright, let's see how it goes. But for WWE, you have the WWE Championship, you have the World Championship, you have the Undisputed Tag Belts, which will count as one, even though they keep showing them as two fucking belts. Well, they keep treating as one, so we'll count it as one. So you have those three, you have the US title, you have the IC title, that's 5. And then you have the WWE Women's title and the World Women's title, and you have the Women's Tag Belts, that's 8. And then if you count the NXT titles, you have NXT Championship, NXT North American Championship, NXT Tag Championships, and the NXT Women's Championship. So that's 12.
Fight!
So that's only 2 less than AEW. Well, I think, well, here's the thing. They opened the Pandora's box of shows. And to be honest, with the amount of time that they have, here's the thing, they are, but it's like, they're being really loose with it. Without saying they're being loose with it. It's weird. I personally think that I think no, they're still doing the split. It's just the problem is the roster count is at a weird in between where it's just enough to justify roster splits, but it leaves the roster so small that you have some guys going off against each other a lot, so there's a lot of repetitive matches. So in order to change it up, you'll have guys from the other show hop in for a special little thing. So they do that. But the thing is, they got contracts, they got all this stuff, and they can't have. And the thing is, they can't have one guy traveling between shows all the time. It's impractical. It's tough on one guy to travel between the shows all the time if they're the one champion. I think that's why they have the belt divisions the way they do, so that you can have a guy be the champion or one of the champions, and you only have to worry about one show, barring special events. Yeah, definitely. And to be honest, I don't mind them having separate titles, mainly because because I think it leaves flexibility and room for one guy to have a long reign and one guy to have not so long reign. It kind of helps create diverse storytelling. Yeah, exactly. And especially if SmackDown's going to be going to Amazon Prime for streaming, you're not going to have one world champion hop between SmackDown streams and live Raw TV. You're just not. It's too much. Oh my god, that's funny. It's on a trial. But yeah, you're not going to see that. So I don't mind them having separate stuff for the shows if they have a roster that justifies it. That's the key. If right now, I think their roster barely justifies for it. I think they need, to be honest, I like the idea of NXT, and I get that NXT is considered a very important and good product by a lot of WWE fans. But if WWE wants to keep up this belt count, I just rather see the NXT guys up in the main roster. Because to me, in all honesty, I mean, if they're here's the thing, NXT is a weird thing. I say either treat NXT as a legit third brand, or have them be completely developmental, because they're kind of in an in-between state where like when they do a draft, for example, they always bring guys up from NXT like it's developmental, and they change their gimmicks even though NXT is presented and people see them as a third brand. It technically it is, but it isn't. Because anytime they bring guys up, they try to change their gimmicks sometimes, at least under Vince McMahon era. I don't know for sure about Triple H era. So far it feels like in the Triple H era they kind of let them keep their gimmicks as is, which makes sense, but I'm not sure. But
1, 2.
So far I haven't seen any ref knockdowns in the show here. Oh, spear! Oh, Jason Knight coming down to help out the Impact players.
1.
I don't think she's a commissioner character. I don't think so, no. But she might have been, I'm not sure. But I don't know. I just kind of feel like that everyone criticizes AEW for the belt stuff, for the amount of belts, but in all honesty, they only have a couple more than WWE does. The main difference is WWE just uses them better, because they divide the belts up. The belts are on certain shows and they're handled a certain way. Oh, that must have been a long time ago, because she hasn't done that in a long time. She's been like in-ring match working and all that. No, because for commissioners, they finally did some shit with commissionering. Because they have Adam Pearce on Raw, and they got Nick Aldis to be commissioner on SmackDown, which I thought was brilliant. Because I know some people were kind of critical on the fact that he wasn't wrestling, but in all honesty, I mean, Aldis has made a name for himself outside of WWE. Having him as a commissioner, I think, was brilliant, because he has an aura of authenticity, but it's kind of like when William Regal was commissioner. Everyone knew he could wrestle, but him just being like the commissioner and doing his thing felt important enough, because everyone knew that he could go, and that was the biggest thing there. But yeah, it's funny, like, for WWE's roster shortcomings in the amount of people, I feel like they make better use out of their belts than AEW does, in all honesty. and the biggest thing is because everyone has their place. There's an obvious, like, lineup of who belongs where. Now, granted, does the match quality reflect that? Some people may not care for the match quality of WWE, but you know what? For all AEW's talk about records and New Japan stuff and organization and all that, their belt divisions are a fucking mess. And no wonder people feel like there's too many belts there. Because, you know, because they book it like a madman with all of it. Oh, and I forgot to count the new Continental title, quote unquote, that they're adding, but I feel like it's just I think it's just like a fill-in belt just to justify having a Triple Crown title, because Tony Khan has such a fucking hard-on for all Japanese pro wrestling history that he wants to replicate everything in it without. But here's the thing, with the Japanese wrestling history, all the shit that happened there, that was just by coincidence. It wasn't pre-planned out. Like the Giant Baba didn't sit down and be like, okay, I'm gonna have these 4 guys be my fucking pillars. Now everyone treat them as pillars. No, it just happened like that. You know? That was the thing. Or the Triple Crown title. No one planned far in advance to have a Triple Crown title. They treat it as a special thing that happened. Hell, they didn't treat it as an individual belt till years later. For a while, it was still treated as 3 belts. It was just a special thing. You know? But frickin' Tony wants to do all this. I don't know, it's coming across as pretentious at this point. At first, I thought it was kind of refreshing to see him do that when WWE was kind of more down the drain a little bit. But right now, it just kind of feels like he's just trying to, like, rip off, like, a great history without, like, the crowd, without it being earned from the crowd. Yeah, like, here's the thing, too, the AEW crowd is obvious that they are Japanese wrestling fans as well, but here's the thing, you didn't earn it. All Japan didn't create one belt out of nowhere to justify a Triple Crown title. Oh, we got new tag champions! Christian tapped out to the Maple Leaf. Oh, I think I missed some notes here because I got distracted. Yeah, Dudley's Furious, they were on the winning team too, but they didn't get the title shot. But looks like they secured a shot for week 6, though, so they'll fight the Impact players, which will be an arch rivalry match as well, so that should be fun. Yes, having Jason Knight was big, because even though Jason Knight's a manager, he does have a lot of enough wrestling stuff in him where, to be honest, if you really wanted to, Rayman, you could convert Jason Knight to a wrestler. I mean, it costs some credits for sure, but but you could if you wanted to, like, because he has wrestled in the past. Let me think. Yeah, 79. Yeah, no, I haven't seen any ref knockdowns. Yeah, no, yeah, I get you there. Main event time. Sabu and HBK. See how it goes. But yeah, I think the AEW belt criminal, despite everything, is unfounded. I don't think the amount of belts it's the problem. It's the disorganization that's the problem. It's the fact you got all these people you got more people than WWE and roughly the same amount of belts. Maybe a couple more, but the same amount. But because you book and organize the way you do, it feels like more because it's just chaotic, like, oh, here's a bunch of random ass matches. You know, there's no sense of organization. You know, if they divided the belts up and divided everything up with the roster they have, it wouldn't feel as overwhelming. But because they do things the way they do, I don't know. I personally, I would just, if I was Khan, because here's the thing, next year they're gonna have like a full-blown 12 pay-per-view schedule. Like, they're going full board with everything. So now the problem with having enough screen time for wrestlers, that's not going to be an issue anymore. Now it's about dividing everyone up fairly and having people in good and well-defined belt divisions to have things look clean and organized and not overwhelming. Okay, that because WWE kind of does it, but because they don't have like a shit ton of people up on their roster, it can feel a bit repetitive at times and not as tight. But to be honest, the way they've done their booking and their story stuff has been so solid lately that they get away with it for the most part. They really do, and plus it helps that even though it's the quote-unquote WWE style, it's still a solid roster with a lot of good names and solid workers. So there's not really anyone on the roster that you could argue doesn't deserve it. Like, you could argue that everyone on that roster does deserve it one way or another. Like, so
Give up?
yeah, and that's the thing. Like I said, I'm perfectly fine with them dividing like the belts up and having the belt amounts the way they have them because you know, you need like that amount for people with that.
1, 2,
Yeah, well, that's the problem because they have these big ass 3-hour shows, and I heard SmackDown's moving to 3 hours when they move. But yeah, no, yeah. Here's the thing. I think when it comes to pay-per-views, they've delivered hard. I think the problem with the shows, they just got too much time on their hands. And they don't have the roster to justify that amount of time. And here's the thing, it'd be one thing if they were able to craft, like, if the writing wasn't as PG. The writing's still technically PG, it's just our society's definition of PG has lightened up a fuck ton. So it's not as tight as it used to be with that, but still. Oh yeah, these two are fantastic. Well, yeah, exactly. Like, I think the show should be 2 hours. NXT, I mean, NXT could be 2 hours, but I don't mind if it's a little less time, in all honesty. Pay-per-view should be 3 to 4, in my opinion. Of course, I wouldn't mind a shorter pay-per-view sometimes, just cause, but I guess my biggest thing... It's 2 hours, I think. I don't think it's 1 hour. I could be wrong, of course. Hammerstone interfering. He's a former PCCW champion. Him and Sabu had some great hardcore matches, I think last season. A pair of great ones, actually.
1, 2.
Yeah, I mean, for me, at the end of the day, I feel like right now the biggest separation between AEW and WWE in terms of quality, why WWE has the leg up on AEW right now, is I think they're just putting better stories together. Like everything's gelling. Like, they're kind of getting to a point where the Attitude Era was, where it feels like every level of the card has people you can get invested in and kind of get behind or hate or something. Like, it feels like there's everything's going on in a good way. While in AEW, it just feels like Like, everything's just done for a great match and that's it. And that's fine and dandy if you just want to watch a great match, but wrestling's more than great matches, though. Wrestling's also about the in-between shit, too. I mean, freaking hell, even like NWA, Jim Crockett in the late 80s, early 90s, even they knew that you need to do some shit in between matches. And they were very wrestle heavy. Yeah, fork, yeah. Yeah, those can be longer for sure. The big ones. And the thing is, too, I don't even mind if we go back to show-exclusive pay-per-views, in all honesty. But that's beside the point. I think overall, I think WWE, I think the only thing I feel like WWE needs to do, I just feel like they need to, like, be more strict about roster divisions. And I think they need to just, you know, just maybe have a few more people up on the roster. That's it, really, in my opinion.
Break.
Yeah, exactly. And that way, you can have shows prepare more weeks in advance for a pay-per-view, which would be great. Oh, look at him, jumping all the way up there for an elbow drop.
2, 3.
Oh, look at this, we got a new champion. Well, I feel like Waller will be okay, but Bronson might have to, like, start being a little bit more flexible. I got an 87. Nice, solid match to end things. Now let's see, let's do some calculations here and see how well the show did. Put this. Let's see. Yeah, 61 might hurt you a bit. Red pants, okay. Yeah, I get ya. Your show average was an 83, so not bad. It's just that the 61 match definitely hurt ya. Okay, I'll pencil under a rivalry then. Man, Sabu back-to-back rivalry. Sabu being really active. But he delivers the quality, that's for sure. Trying to think. But yeah, I'll have to do the award calculations. In terms of streaming schedule, tomorrow I plan on doing All Stars. That's the big one there. I'll do the booking for that and put that out tonight, I believe. Then no streams Friday. I'm gonna be busy Friday. Saturday and Sunday, I think more TWN action. I might do some RCW stuff just for a change up. I'm not sure at the moment because I also have to try to put in more recording stuff. Yeah, that's about it. I can't think of anything else. Oh, an indie show. I know, Grayman, I know you talked about doing an indie show. I know Fear Barbed Wire talked about doing one a bit back too. So whoever posts an indie show, I'll do them as well. The next one up for TWN week stuff. Who booked their stuff next? I know LGC booked GSW and UPW, but since both of them are tied to promotional rivalries, I'm gonna have to wait for TWL to do GSW. I could probably do UPW and IGW, but but because of the way it is, if other promotions book like XAW, FTOA, or Star Fox does TWL and SCW, then I might prioritize some of those first. So we'll just have to see. Okay, yeah, go ahead and do that. It should be fully updated. There shouldn't be any differences in it. If there is, let me know, but there shouldn't be. Also, look at the champions, who's champion, because even if some champions aren't signed to promotions, if they are an indie champion in some way, they are indie capable. And another thing too is you can have you can have one rep from your promotion at indie show per promotion. So since you have one, you can have one guy be at the indie show if you wish to. Just to see how they hold their own against one of your guys. But that's up to you. You can also have some YWA guys there as well if you'd like. I have to combine the two rosters. Okay, that's fine. You can go ahead and do that if you want to. Indie shows, they're not. Actually, you know what? Right now I'm not going to, because the YWA guys that you bring in as a stable, I don't count them as a part of the PCC, as part of the TWN rosters, because they're still your guys, but they're not, kind of thing. It's kind of a weird spot right now. It'll be more defined the next season, but for now they're just kind of an in-between state. Yes, that should be perfect. That'll be perfectly fine. That you can do all that and still have one PCCW rep if you wish to. That's optional. But it's also a good way to earn credits too. That's the biggest thing. And it's going to be much more important next season, because next season, actually starting this week, the roster, the credit store is going to be a lot pricier. So you're going to want to be prepared for that. And then after this season, I'm going to be increasing the cost of other stuff too by quite a bit as well. So you're definitely going to want to make sure that you have the credits for stuff. And yeah, because the hope is to try to, because I want to try to put back in the drive to earn credits, because I feel like, and this part's kind of on me, because I feel like I didn't balance the credit earning and spending very well early on. So we have a lot of guys with a lot of credits, but the stuff that they're buying doesn't match that. So I'm gonna try to even it out a little bit more, while still, having plenty of opportunities to earn credits, but at the same time also have emphasis on the popularity point thing as well. But yeah, that'll be updated as we go there. But yeah, that's what's going to be coming up here for streaming. But outside of all that, that's going to do it for this specific stream here, guys. Thanks for watching. Yeah, yeah, that's the thing. Like, and like I said in the prior stream, there's also a lot of guys who won choices or spins and stuff, but they haven't used them really. So I'm gonna try to yeah. But that's the thing though. That's kind of that's why it's important to want to do stuff to earn credits, to buy stuff like that, because. And that's the other thing too, is there's a lot of guys with a lot of credits and not a lot of costs. So I kind of want there to be. Well, that's the other thing too. I'm also going to be increasing the cost of fees by a lot too. So there's going to be times where you might have to eat a large fee, no matter what you do. So I pretty much I want to make it a bit more challenging, and I want to create like the idea that you have to kind of do more to earn more kind of thing. That's kind of the idea, because a lot of us have been doing this for a bit, so we have the hang of it. So this is just a way to kind of get it more challenging. And anybody who does join is gonna sit as an individual guy for a bit and kind of see how it works. And then if they are able to do what we do, then they have an idea of how it goes and they'll be prepared for it. Whew. But yeah, I'll be doing more updates. I'll still do updates through the Discord. I gotta update the guidebook and all that. But that stuff will come as we go. But yeah, outside of all that, that's going to do it for this one, guys. Thanks for watching. In case you guys wanted to chat with anyone at the Campy Company, didn't want to use the YouTube comment section, we do have a couple options. First one is we have a Discord channel. You can find a link to that About page / About section of our channel. We also have a community tab on our channel as well. You can access that anywhere at any time. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching. Please subscribe and like the videos, and have a good day.